Welcome to the Fun Astrology Podcast. Thomas Miller, thank you so much for joining us. Glad you're here. It's hump day already. Can you believe it? We have really covered this chart right now in the sky, except we've had this trine move now into a grand trine between the one we talked about yesterday, this one with the sun and the south node of the moon in Scorpio, the sun in Pisces, that's the water of that trine. Well, now the moon is in Cancer, and it just followed it right over. So boy, there is just a whole lot of juice in today's sky for us to go do some deep digging. This is one of those times when the universal energy is supporting us to go down deep into our soul. That's the south node in Scorpio. And we can look at things that might be a little bit uncomfortable, but we can do it safely today. And we can bring them to the surface. We can observe them, hold them in our hand, don't get attached. And we have the intuitive psychic energy of the sun in Pisces and the moon in Cancer in a trine with each other. This is our life and our soul combined, wanting to work on these issues. If you have not found my Subconscious Mind Mastery podcast, it was started back in 2013. There are over 300 episodes, and it really is kind of an audio blog. People get started on episode 1, and they're like, I don't want to listen ahead because this is such an interesting path. It is the path that unfolded for me over the last 10 years now, but it talks about the transformation that is exactly replicated in the sky today in this water grand trine. Dare to look, dare to explore, and dare to transform. You know, there is so much of a spiritual wind blowing. And I know right now things are so challenging in so many areas, and we're feeling like the Matrix. We talked about this on our Level Up on Sunday night. If you'd like to go back and rewatch that, it's both on our YouTube channel and our Fun Astrology Podcast listeners group channel on Facebook. But we talked about, just think about your life right now as though it were in a virtual reality program. Think about like you were in a computer program. You are the characters inside the animation. Think of it like that, and think of the veil as being very, very thin between the reality that you want to create and the reality that you are seeing on the screen, which is you now. Act like you are in that kind of mode and create whatever you want. That's the energy ahead of us tomorrow, as we've been talking about all week. Jupiter and Venus conjoin in Aries tomorrow, early in the morning. So today is really, and what a prep day for that is today, because we have this beautiful grand trine ahead of it, pointing us exactly in that direction. Go do the deep work in your soul today, and then tomorrow you can, or really even when you go to bed tonight would be the perfect time to do this, is that you create in the universe exactly what you want. And act like you can move the whole scene around with your eyes, like you're wearing those goggles, you know. You can move it around with your hands and your feet, and you can watch your eye movement as it goes left and right, and focus on what you want, and tell Jupiter and Venus that tonight before you go to bed. Set an alarm. Don't forget about this one, because the universe is sitting there with a blank check with your name on it. Go digging in your soul and see what wants to be healed. May the Force be with you, young Skywalker. See you back tomorrow for this magical aspect. Have a great day.